Hey guys, how's it going? We're going to be taking a look at this trade that I took today. This is April 1st. We took a nice short, right? So let's get straight into it. This morning I woke up, I saw this daily external range of liquidity getting swept out and a strong candle body closure above it, right on that Monday's candle. And as you can see on ES as well, we get a strong candle body closure above that liquidity. After sweeping that external range of liquidity and forming this bullish candle, I wanted price to tap into previous day high and tap into this internal range of liquidity on the daily chart. All right, so after establishing my bias for longs, I went down to the lower time frame, right? And the thing is, I went down to the lower time frame, but in the morning we already had tapped into that internal range of liquidity and created previous day high SMT. So based off this, I had an if-then statement on my Discord where if we sweep previous day high SMT and if we sweep previous day high and create SMT, I will look for shorts back into the discount of the range, right? So that's exactly what happened. Initially, I had a thesis to push higher. If London did not tap into that daily internal, that's what I'd be trading longs into. But London did tap into it, so that if-then statement then creates a short thesis for me, right? So after seeing that previous that has a high SMT, what I looked for was a change in the state of delivery on the 1 hour chart. As you can see, the 7 a.m. candle prints and we get that nice change in the state of delivery. So after seeing that change in the state of delivery at 7 a.m. form, we also create this 1 hour for value gap. So all I wanted price to do is, this is going to be our candle 1 and this candle 2 would be at 9 a.m. So I was looking for shorts after 10 a.m. We had news at 10 a.m. And so this candle body closure back into the range and respecting this 1 hour bearish for value gap gave me a clear sign that, price wanted to tap back lower into this 4 hour for value gap on ES or back into the premium or discount of this range. So we can go down to the lower time frame and I can show you my entry. And my entry was perfect. I took it on ES because obviously the relative strength, ES is way weaker, right? And it's important to understand, right? If an asset is way stronger than another asset, it makes no sense to trade the asset in the direction that it's, not weakest or stronger. So in this case, ES made the lower high on the previous that had SMT, not tapping an external range of liquidity, and so it's weaker, right? So I took that trade on ES. So my thesis was NAS was stronger. We create a precision swing point that we disrespect. We have an SMT right at 10 a.m. on the lower time frame. So once I saw this SMT form and we got that nice change in the state of delivery on the 1 minute chart, I limit ordered this and we got a perfect entry. I kid you not, 1 tick only. Perfect SysD entry, legit 1 tick of drawdown, and my stop was placed above here, and I looked for a 2R, so I think my stop was a little wider, but it was something like this, and we got this nice 2R trade. And this was the Rocket model, right? SMT at the highs, respecting that 1 hour for value gap and that aligned time frame 5 minute change in the state of delivery. As you can see, we get that nice change in the state of delivery, and we take a nice distribution lower. Now conditions don't look too great. We just look like we're accumulating and pushing from ERO to ERL. So that's why I had a stagnant 2R and not targeting this 4 hour for value gap, just in case of poor conditions. And of course we have a little rejection off this area right here. So everything played out perfectly. It was a great trade. This was my recap. And yeah, it's all about narrative and if-then statements, right? If you don't have narrative or if you don't have a plan before pre-market, you're going to struggle. And a lot of people probably struggle. They probably had the same daily bias as me, but they didn't have an if-then statement to then rely upon and formulate a plan B. And so that's why it's very important, right? Narrative is always key. And like I always say in my live streams and everywhere I teach, we don't trade a mechanical model. We trade based off of reacting to the markets, right? We react based off of how the market conditions are, the narrative, where we form SMT, and just based off what the market does. And this is how we catch trades, and this is actually how you become profitable. So this is my trade recap, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.